What if I told you that in 1803, one man, a slave, shook an entire empire? A forbidden affair so scandalous, it destroyed one of Lima's most powerful families. A story of lust, betrayal, and bloodlines tangled in sin. This is the slave who impregnated the marquise and her 3 daughters. And yes, it's a true story. To understand this story, we need to travel back to colonial Peru, early 1800s. Lima was the heart of Spanish power in South America, full of mansions, priests, gossip, and secrets. Among the elite was Doña Josefa de la Vega, a wealthy marquise, respected, feared, and envied. She had 3 beautiful daughters, all promised to noblemen. Her home was filled with luxury, but also with something darker. Because living among her servants was a young black slave named Jose. Strong, quiet, obedient, or at least that's what everyone thought. The story begins one humid night in 1801. The marquise, recently widowed, found herself lonely. Jose, sent to deliver wine to her room, became the object of her curiosity. What began as glances soon became touches, and then passion. But here's the twist, it didn't stop there. Rumors say Jose's charm didn't only seduce the marquise, he also captured the attention of her 3 daughters, one after another. Imagine the scandal. 4 noble women, all carrying the same secret, all pregnant by the same slave. It started with whispers from the servants. How could all 4 women show signs of pregnancy at the same time? Midwives noticed the similarities, the timing, the secrecy. When the truth finally reached Lima's church officials, chaos erupted. The marquise's family name was dragged through the mud. The archbishop called it the greatest moral disgrace in Lima's history. Jose was arrested, beaten, interrogated for days. He confessed under torture, admitting to each affair. But the question remains, was it love or revenge? Some historians say Jose was forced. Others say he used his position, his intelligence, to turn power upside down. One man humiliating an entire noble bloodline. And yet, no records of the children survive. Did the family hide them, or were they silenced forever? After the scandal broke, the marquise was exiled to her countryside estate. Her daughters were sent to convents, never to marry. Jose was executed in secret, his body buried outside the city walls. But the legend refused to die. Even decades later, Lima's upper class whispered, the marquise's bloodline was tainted by a slave. Some say the descendants of that forbidden affair still live among Peru's elite, unaware of their true origin. In 1954, an archivist in Lima reportedly found a sealed document from the early 1800s. Inside were the trial notes of a Jose, property of the Vega family. But before historians could confirm it, the document vanished from the National Archives. Coincidence? Or was someone trying to erase history again? The story of Jose and the marquise isn't just about scandal. It's about power, race, and forbidden love, a mirror of colonial hypocrisy. A world where bloodlines mattered more than humanity. And one man, born in chains, forced the empire to confront its own shame. If you think this story was shocking, wait until you hear about the priest who buried his mistresses alive, another real colonial horror that history tried to erase. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join me next time for another dark secret from the past that will blow your mind.